Here today, we're here with Detallista. Guy is disrupting things in the marketing industry. Driving down the road, I see this huge rig, which we're gonna talk about. Marketing 101. The number one thing this guy's doing is getting customers with his marketing. And that's how he attracted me. I'm a customer. I said, bro, I gotta interview you. I gotta hear your story.
My name's Amado Cruz. I'm the owner of Detallista. Here in Detallista, we pride ourselves in doing like high quality, great work. I do everything from the most basic car wash to full details, gutting the cars out completely, paint correction, you name it.
Tell me a little bit about like what got you started in detailing. I know you're super detail oriented. I'm OCD as well. I love that about you. From the minute that you started washing, my cars, I was like, this guy's got it going on, and you've built a really strong business. So let's kind of tell our listeners what got you into this business and what made you start it.
What got me into it was just a passion for having my own cars clean. I like riding in a clean car. I always got good compliments for it. And for the most part, when I got started into the business, I was tired of 9-to-5s. I was trying to figure out what to do. I ended up buying this truck that I have. And once I had the truck, I'm like, man, I gotta make payments for this truck. I can't just drive it around for fun. So everybody had always been telling me car wash. And I was just like, nah, I don't wanna do car wash. If I get into that business, it'd be more into the detailing. Because I saw that there was an opportunity to make more money there. Because I know for car wash, you have to just wash a lot more cars in a day to make your money. I did work with a buddy of mine years back in the detailing industry. He did show me how much money he used to charge, but that was at a dealership. And for the most part, 10 years later, when I want to get into it, I never really heard nobody doing this out mobile. For the most part, when you hear of deep cleaning the car like that, you figured you'd have to take it to a dealership or some special place. So I didn't see a big market for it out here, so I saw a big opportunity for it.
Love it. Was this your first side hustle, or did you have other side hustles before that turned into a business where you had the vision to build something really big?
I've had other little side hustles and 9-to-5s, all types of 9-to-5s. I've done landscaping, construction, I mean, you name it. It wasn't secure for me. And this was something I was like, I want to build something that's secure and that's gonna last a lifetime in a sense, if I build it right.
Well, how long has Detallista been around?
I've been detailing since 2018. Wow. We started off as Lux Automobile Spa, and then like 2 years in, I changed it to Detallista.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
Rebranded and just went to that.
And how do customers hear about you?
Started at my mom's house in her driveway, and I went to all my neighbors and I knocked on their doors and they're like, hey, give me an opportunity to wash my car. And from there, washing the cars, recorded the content, put it on social media, and people, it started flowing.
Yeah, I saw the cockroaches, right? I was like, so tell our listeners a little bit about what you did with the cockroaches, how many there were, what you charged for that, and where that opportunity is.
Yeah, like for those roast jobs, for the most part, it started with deep cleaning people's cars because people were giving me cars to gut them out completely and we'll have roach problems. And then I started seeing there was a need to clean cars with roaches because a lot of people have that problem out here. Wow. So a lot of those cars that we had, like the one that you mentioned, it must have been over 1,000 roaches in that car,
So you physically took out the seats, take out the rug, and you're literally going down to the bare bones to clean the interior of these vehicles.
Pretty much gut it out completely, and then we figured out that was gonna be the best method to get rid of that. We have had those clients to this day. Like I haven't seen not one roach in my car, But it's through that process of gutting them out completely and bombing them and deep cleaning. I know a lot of my clients have looked for this service elsewhere, but a lot of people are just bombing the car and doing a quick wipe. And it's like, no, you have to do a thorough cleaning.
What's your vision for Detallista? Do you see yourself franchising it in the future? Or are you gonna stick to simple operation that you have now where it's 100% dependent on your success? One of the challenge of growing a business, right? You have to depend on more and more people, and the more people you have, I always say it's another headache, right? So how do you instill your level of detailing into someone else? How do you train that? Because I've seen you've got a couple guys around you, you're kind of overseeing them, you're telling them what to do, you're telling them the important things that keep customers coming back to you, which is, again, that's your expertise, that's your high level of service, which we love.
Honestly, when I first started, my momentum was very high. I was growing very, very fast. COVID came around, things kind of slowed down, changed a little bit. I had over 10 employees, I had a location, 2 units, growing pretty fast. And honestly, for me, for everybody, it's different. I know, but for my needs and my wants and life and everything, I was just, if I grow too fast and get that big, then it's gonna take up too much time of my free time because I just had a baby too, so it's like, I didn't want to take time away from watching him grow up, building a business, being stuck. Everybody's wants and needs are different. If you want to make all that money and be successful and all that, there's a lot of money to make when you're an entrepreneur. Right. It's gonna depend on your hustle. You can make as much money if you're willing to stay up day and night and give up your free time. You know, you could be very successful. And for me, I got to a point in life where I was like, do I really want to be that successful, or do I just want to build something where I'm good, you know, where I make enough money and I get to enjoy my family and I'm good, you know? I've hired employees, and that's one thing I learned, that it was hard to find somebody that's gonna do the job as good as you. Right. Take care of the business the way you do. That's one thing that I've struggled with. I've been doing it alone for like the last 4 or 5 years. Okay. For that reason.
You're 100% dependent on yourself, and you deliver a great product, right?
Yeah, because it got to the point that it got too hard training people. And a lot of my clients rather see me doing it alone because they feel like they were getting great results, in a sense. Okay. So I noticed that a lot of the clients that want to pay good money, they don't want to have 5, 6 guys cleaning their cars, rushing through it, because it feels like you're just rushing through my job. Yeah. You know, to where when you have 1 or 2 guys taking their time and doing it right, and then you get spectacular results, it's more of a detailed service.
So what's your best advice for our listeners and people out there to get started on their own business? They don't have, you know, a lot of resources. You obviously started with very little, right? Yeah. You know, you went out, you bought the truck, and then you expanded into this big trailer. You know, you're out there in the community. Little piece, a little nugget for people out there to, you know, to get started. What can they do? And your best advice for people who are out there looking to hustle, looking to grind like you and be successful?
Honestly, the best advice I could say is just get started. Just do it. If you see, there's a lot of people that mount a water tank and a little pressure washer in the back of their car, and they get started, you know? And as you build clients, you're gonna get the money to upgrade and do more, you know? I didn't start off with this whole unit and everything. I started off with the truck, a little water tank in the back, little tools, and started as I went. When I started landing big jobs, I'll take the money from that to buy whatever machine I needed. So yeah, I wasn't profiting money that day, but it was paying for the machines, and then I was able to make more money as I went. So that's how I started just going. I just went with what I had.
I love it. It's great advice. So we're watching you, the community's watching you now. Where can people give you a follow at?
Well, we're on Instagram at Detallista.Miami, also on Facebook, Detallista.Miami.
And how's the scan barcode working? Are you seeing results with that? Do people scan it and book? Because I know you have an online booking, right?
Yeah, like if people are walking by, they will take pictures, snap on the QR code and everything. And I do pride myself in doing an excellent job. I always make sure it comes out in tip-top shape, the best. I put a lot of love and passion into what I do, and the results speak for themselves. Guarantee you give us a call. When you see the results, you're guaranteed gonna love it.
Thanks a lot for coming on and sharing with our group about people who are disrupting the community. So keep it up, bro. Good stuff, man. All right.